Stream test, stream test. We have audio. I don't hear anything. Any day now. There we go. So sleepy. Okay, good morning. It's 7 a.m. New Hampshire. I went to sleep at 3 a.m., so I am very sleepy. So I am going to do the stream and then go back to sleep. But today we're continuing on the live stream. My push on my Nerd Magazine project, which, if you don't know what it is, this is the first project I'm working on in the day, the first 15 minutes I'm awake. Although today is awake is kind of a technicality. I've been working on the website technology part of the equation, which is using a static site generator called Metalsmith. And the cool thing about Metalsmith is that it allows you to create a build process using JavaScript that does all the little fiddly bits that need to happen to create a static website with all the shells and all the trimmings from a set of core content files. And I think that would be a nicer way to work. Although, so far it's been taking a long time to do it, especially 50 minutes at a time. But by doing 50 minutes at a time, I am also, it's not this big daunting project that I've been putting off for years. I mean, and now at least I'm getting little bits of it done. And it's actually a nice way to start the day because it sets the tone. I'm doing something for myself, first thing, 15 minutes in the morning before looking at emails or being distracted by other things that would otherwise sap my energy. So let me see. Let me make sure that I'm in the live stream chat. So starting, I'm into my Discord chat room right now. 15-minute stream, 15 minutes in the morning stream. That should show up there. For people who are using Discord, if you go to davidsay.com/stream chat, you can actually get into this room and I have a better chance of seeing it. And also you can jump into the live stream on air chat room and I can actually theoretically hear what you're saying so we can talk in real time. It looks like we're buffering today though, so real time may not be a thing. I'm dropping frames, we're buffering pretty hard. Probably should have made sure that my internet was reset. Oh well, so this is going to be probably a little pretty laggy stream. This sucks. Anyway, let's just get going with this thing. Hopefully this will work. 258 drop frames, 12% CPU. Anyway, so I'm setting my timer to 15 minutes. Before I start that, I'm going to review my Quiver. Man, this thing is really jammed up. Maybe I should reset the router. I wonder if they can plug into Ethernet right now. Let me do that, see if that helps. I don't think this will reach. Or maybe it will. Come on, Ethernet. Oh, that will help. Stream health is still bad. It's just locked up. I don't know why. Let's see. Dropping all kinds of frames. Just checking my network here. Says we're on Thunderbolt. Says we're connected to Wi-Fi. I don't know if this will help it at all. I may stop. Turn off the Wi-Fi. It's on the shitty, on the shitty Ethernet. That's what's going on. So, are we still doing okay? Now we are connected. We have the hard line. Looks like it's jammed. The whole browser is jammed. Oops. Dashboard. Reload, you piece of crap. Alright, so, okay, so I switched to the hard line, and hopefully this will fix that. Although it looks jammed again. Nope, I guess it is working. So we're on Ethernet now. Before I was on Wi-Fi, and I have terrible Wi-Fi interference. I forgot to reset it before starting this. But anyway, where are we? We're going to resume this project. And because the last time I worked on this was yesterday at 6 or 7 in the morning, I've completely forgotten what I was doing, which is why I have this notebook here that will actually tell me where I left off. So Tuesday, September 13th. Today is Wednesday, really? Wednesday, September 14th. And I'm going to figure out how to make an index file at the very top of the site. But before I can do that, I guess I really just need to see, you know, where I was on, I should be on the wrong, that's on the wrong side. I need to pull up a terminal window. Oops. Yeah. Push this over here so it's out of the way. And then shrinkify this so it fits. And then what else do I need? I have the browser. Let's put the browser on the left. I'm still having stream problems. I think it's just like morning congestion. The perils of streaming. The archive will become available later for. So let me just pull up my project. Nerd. That's this one. And over here in the browser, let's switch to nerd metal and node.build. Uh-oh. I guess it would help if I went into the build folder and then went node build. Now that's running. Let's recreate a bunch of files. Now if I go over here, if I go to localhost 3000, and what I want, right now all the files are in a folder called articles, I think. And there's no index file there. Pizza HTML is one of the, that's strange. What's it called now? It's called docroot articles. Oh, it's just, and then the slug now. That's what the change was. Pizza making. Yeah, okay. So now I kind of remember where I am. Let's start this sucker up again. So, oops. Glare on this. Try this one. 15 minutes. Starting. All right. Now, what did I say I was going to do again? Let's see, down here, I said I was going to figure out how to make an index file at the very top level of the site. Okay, so currently what happens is this is the build file. This is JavaScript running under Node. The Metalsmith library is what it basically takes all the files in a source directory and stuffs them into a destination directory, but it applies them as a transformations. So for example, this collections plugin will use this configuration data, create a collection called articles. Everything that goes into that collection will fit the file pattern in the articles .star.md. And then what it'll do is each of those files in the collection will get a markdown template formatting on it. And then the files themselves will be renamed according to this pattern. And then all those files will have this template applied to them. Or, is that right? Yeah. And then what does this do? This copies things. And then this runs the web server, which is running right now, and then it watches. So if I change a file, like if I change my pizza MD, and add a bunch of exclamations to this title and save it, it should automatically refresh it on this side, which I don't see it doing. Did it crash? It did crash. As you can see here, it's saying it threw an error, failed to write structure at article index ds store. What? That's odd. Why is he even trying to get ds store? Permission denied. Make your article index. Is it trying to process ds store? So it changed it, tried to update the file. It's watching index.js. Failed to write error at article index ds store. What is going on? It's like it has having trouble with. I do have an index file here. Was it unable to delete the directory entirely? Let's see if we can delete everything in here. Which I will do from somewhere else. Let's put this over here. We can freaking see it. Am I still in the web directory? No. CD web, nerd metal, build. In fact, wait a minute, that's interesting. It could even, there's a doc root over here. CD doc root. There is a ds store directory. Let's see if I just remove that file before we run it. Live reload. I save this. Where is this error coming from? Is it the same issue? Don't know what that ds store thing is. Well, this time I can't even write article index. Index. Alright. Where is article index coming from? That would be this. That's this index file. Can I not have an index file in my doc root source? Try saying this again. That's how it worked. So for some reason, if I had an index file actually in doc root source, it dies. It was called index. So how would you create that? What was I doing again? I was trying to make an index file at the very top level of the site, and apparently that won't work. Let's try this again. So if I save this, where did it go? It says save to document source articles index.html. I don't see it here. Oh, Nerd Metal build document source. Oh, it's in articles. It's in here. I don't want that there. Oops, did it actually delete it? What's this index.jade file? Oh, okay. So what I want to do is document source. Let's try this. Let me save this testmd file and document source again. Because maybe because it tried to create some sort of weird ass circular reference. Index.jade. So if I save this, I'm probably going to get the same error because there's a file called index in document source. And index says it wants to have a file called, it should even be pulling out of, I think it's trying to do this collection thing, or it's trying, permalinks is trying to do something with it. So permalinks, where's the permalinks plugin? Assets, copies, things. Permalinks sets a pattern. Can I tell permalinks to ignore a particular file? I think that's what's happening. Metalsmith, permalinks. It doesn't seem to be the smartest plugin, but maybe I'm just screwing it up. Link sets. Maybe this is what I want. Link sets. Match pattern collections. I don't like the way this is formatted. So match collection pages, match collection. Skipping permalinks for a file. Okay, so if I actually set a permalink false here, I think that might fix it. There's like everything died over here. Let's run node again. And let's try that again, why don't we? So I save this index file. Okay, that time it didn't die, so I think that may have fixed it. And now I have an index.html, which is exciting. And what's in this index.html? Bunch of junk. So what happens if I just go to localhost now? Will it actually serve an index.html file? It does! Oh my goodness. What? Now I don't wish I hadn't deleted that file before. Oh wait, and that's what this index page. So it's grabbing everything in articles. It's giving the, well, it's supposed to be doing the item title, but what is the syntax for a JTemplate to show metadata? I don't know. Jade, it's supposed to be JavaScripty stuff. Metadata print. How to debug print an object from Jade? How to debug print an object from Jade? Maybe this will have some hints. Oh, you can do a console log? Really? It's exciting. Don't believe it. Oops. Console log. What? Saved it, reload it. No, this is actually logging into the console. That's not what I wanted. How else do I do it? Jade, example, template. Looking through this example, how do I print something? Is it this brackety thing? It looks like it's a brackety thing. Hello. Brackety things. Okay, so is the brackety thing the escaped version and the bang thing the unescaped version? Really? Let's see what happens. So for each item in articles, if I do a bang curly thing, what was I said item title, right? Each item in, I'll be amazed if this works. Oh wow, look, it did something. Did it twice? That's index.j that's running. Index.md. It doesn't seem to have actually printed this though. Oh, because I don't have content. Block content. This is overriding it in pizza MD, or rather in, what's the other template I have? Index Jade, layout Jade, article Jade. This is what we're doing. H1's title, article is content. So an index MD, oops, I mean index Jade. If you do articles content, this is content, wow, amazing, cool, and this is markdown, and then it prints out all these LIs, and why does it print twice though? It's making test. Why are there 4 permalinks? Let's try this, LI. So it does see 4 of them. UL. Is this how I'm supposed to do it? Or is it, do we do it like this? That makes a syntax error. That makes a syntax error too. That seems to like that better. So I do this. Doesn't like that. It seems to be very indent specific. Okay. So I don't know why it's happening twice though. Each item in articles. What if, can I do this? Console log articles length. That would be cool. It says there's 4 in the articles thing. So let me look. So in articles, I only have 2 sources. So why is it counting twice? Does that mean my build file I'm inadvertently creating? So by the time it gets to here, I wonder if this is adding to the collection if I put that there. Or maybe I need to put this afterwards. Let me try, so if I put the markdown afterwards, what happens? I still get the same thing, it looks like. If I put permalinks after templates, what happens? I don't think it's actually doing anything though. Oh, that was fast. Still seeing it twice. I don't know what's going on. Why am I seeing it twice? Why am I seeing it twice? The collection has... Let's see if I can figure this out before I end this. Article use collection articles. What am I missing? Am I running it twice somehow? No. It thinks there's 4 articles in here. So what is creating the article collection? What happens if I rename testmd to testmd foo, which would then make this not show up anymore. Looks like it's still actually reading him. Is it oh, I changed the build file, but I didn't actually rerun it. Maybe that's why. I think that was screwing me up the other day. I keep expecting it to. Let's rerun this. Okay, so now I only see 1. Alright, let's rename this one back. And I wanted to just check the order of execution there. Okay. So if I reload it now, or what if it's not reloading. Reload. So now I'm seeing just the 2 files. So maybe this did have something to do with it. Let me undo what I had before. That's what I had before. And it's not doing the live reload. Using connect live reload on 3254. I wonder if it's because before I had the live reload plugin turned on. Don't tell me that. I don't see live reload in here. Oh, here's live reload true. But, I bet that this isn't serving the live reload script. In fact, I'm pretty sure that my layout Jade is not doing that. Although maybe it should be. Do I see a live reload thing here? Oh, there it is. Scripts, source, localhost. Let's see if that actually exists. That exists, so it's loading the thing. Just not live reloading. Probably because I'm only watching. It's not doing crap. Index.html. It's because it's only watching things in articles. That's what it is. What I want to do is have this watch everything. So let's go back to build.js and watch paths, templates, source. Source is what? That's doc-root source, articles. I guess we just want to do everything in doc-root source. Source is defined as doc-root source. Source, what's this true do? Rerun this build thing. Unexpected token blah, because I didn't quote it. Go back over here. I forgot what that actually meant. Okay, now it's live reloading. Now it's going twice. So if I go here, and let me move permalinks. Oh, here permalinks is after. Oops. So I'm using collections, using Markdown. My theory was that using Markdown created new files to the collection. So we moved it here. Would it change anything? So now to rerun the build file. And if we go back to index, it looks like it's still the wrong order. So that didn't do anything. So was it the permalinks needs to happen after templates? So let's put it here. Rerun this. And so that seemed to make a difference. So I think so permalinks needs to happen. Don't do it before templates. So I think I fixed that. So now I only see the 2 articles, and so that seems to be correct. There's a footer happening here. Force footer. P copyright. What is the way to add spacing in Bootstrap 3? I don't remember. So, all right. So we hit now. Okay, now it's doubling again. So maybe I don't have it right. That again. So we're on a 1, so if I reload, it's fine. If I go and save index, it doubles. But it only doubles it once. Alright, so that's not, there's still some issues with this, but I'm going to call that a day. So what did I do today? I got, this is screwed up. Added permalink false to index md stored in root and doc root. And applied an index Jade template that iterates over a collection to generate a list of links. There's a problem with the article collection doubling up. When doubling the entries, or printing the entries, each entry twice. Each entry twice when live reload happens. Debug that tomorrow. Alright, so got a little bit farther. Time is it now? It's 7:34. Don't know if our streaming is still having problems. Looks like it is. I'm seeing a lot of buffering, so I apologize for that. But this will be archived, so you should be able to see it there. So anyway, that's the 15 minutes in the morning for whatever day it is. September 14th, Wednesday, here in still sunny New Hampshire. So, hope you have a good day. I'm going to go back to sleep. I have a dentist appointment at 11:30, and I kind of want to be awake for that. So I'm going to get another few hours of sleep and get the day started. Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow morning.